Hi and welcome to Jessie James Beads. I'd like to introduce you to Evergreen, the November 2025 Magical Mystery Bead Box from Jessie James Beads. I've got so many beads to share with you. We're going to start off with this glorious colourway. It's almost like olive but with a beautiful pink hue over the top, and that bead mix is called Pine Cone. We've got shimmery, glorious translucent beads. And we've got Frosty Snowball with an extra hint of colour over the top, and that's Blizzard. I've got Feathered Friends, which has got a 1 to 2 connector and some fantastic little feathered friends. It does what it says on the tin. Let's see what else we've got. We have got a whole bunch of beautiful cup chain to play with. We've got a Let It Snow bead strand, and if you look here, you can make little snowmen. They're so cute. I've got a massive bead strand entitled Evergreen next. Love, love, love these bead caps and these gorgeous faceted beads, along with these beautiful verdant green hues and that beautiful bead in the centre. It looks like it's got chain going around the middle. This is Icicles, which is the bead chain. This type of bead chain is absolutely wonderful. It's got beautiful movement and luster, and you get little end caps, which we're going to work with today. We've also got reindeer games. Now, these are very substantial pendant type components. I think I'm actually going to make a deer at some point and use those. I've got a twin bead strand in a Winter's Eve. How beautiful are they? Little snowflake inspired shapes on these beads, and then the most glorious bead caps creating captured icicles, snowdrops, whatever you want to think of that beautiful glisten as. I've got a pair of earrings. Now these are studs with a snowflake and loop. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? Last but not least, we've got Between the Trees. What an absolutely jam-packed festival of beads and components. Absolutely loads and loads to play with. So much in there. Some of my favourite beads from Jessie James Beads are these gorgeous ceramic, beautiful wheaten toned beads, and they work so perfectly with the greens and the smoky colours herein. We're going to be using 2 bells from Sleigh Bells. We're going to use 2 of these 2-into-1 connectors from Feathered Friends. We're going to use 2 snowflake charms from Between the Trees. We're going to use both of the earring findings from Crystal Snowfall. We're also going to be using lengths of the cup chain from Icicles and all of the end caps for this product. And that is what we're going to use to create the Evergreen earrings from the November 2025 Magical Mystery Bead Box. We're going to start off by segmenting the cup chain into smaller lengths, and for the pair of earrings I'm going to use 2 7-link lengths and 2 13-link lengths. Now, cutting cup chain couldn't be simpler. Let's count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So I'm just going to hold where I want to cut and just get in there with your snips. And that is all you have to do. If you do get a little residue, just discard that. Quite often it slides back inside the bead cup completely. Now, in order to work this into short lengths on a piece of jewellery, you're going to use the supplied bead cup holders. So it looks a little bit like one of the cups that the chain is created from, but what you'll find is that there are 2 teeny tiny tabs on either side. So there's a small lip on either end. One side's got the little hanging loop, which will fit an 18 gauge wire through very helpfully. So you'll put one of the end pieces of your chain into that little cup holder, And then all you'll need to do is to pop quite close in with a pair of pliers and just bring those little tabs down. So what I would say to do is to try and cover one part of the crystal in the cup with your thumbnail just to hold it in position, and then very softly bring those two little tabs over the surface. It takes very little pressure and very little time, and then you will need to add one of those holders on either end of both of those pieces of chain. Now, to connect all of our pieces together, we're going to need some jump rings. So you can either reach for your jump rings or your split rings, or I can show you a quick tip to make your own emergency jump rings. So I have a short length here. It's about 3.5 inches of 18 gauge wire. This is a medium temper raw copper wire, and I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and warm. The reason I warm it through before we get going is to make sure that it's nice and fluid and it will form nice soft bends. Also, if you give it some extra warmth, when it does cool down, it will be ever so slightly stronger than it started, which is always good. So I'm going to use the 4mm or larger side of my memory wire finishing pliers, and I'm going to start to rotate the wire around the pin. You can do this on any round form that you like. You could use your multi-step bail makers and just be gentle with the other pin opening and closing. And if you're nice and gentle, then you don't tend to mark the wire overly much. If you do mark the wire slightly, you can buff that off with a nail file, the nice soft ones, or you could of course use a professional jewellery polishing cloth. So the first thing we're going to do is to pick an end to start, and I'm just going to use the flush side of my cutters to just trim away the very last little bit, and that's just to make sure that I've got a really good solid strong flat cut on the end. I'm then going to turn my pliers over. So the first cut was made like so, with the flush side facing left. I'm going to flip over to the right side and make the next cut on the next roll in on that wire coil. I think I've got that done. Let's pop that out of the way. So you should have got two nice flush edges on that round form, but they will be slightly gappy. So what we're going to do is to just push those together and give it a little bit of a strengthen. Once you're happy that the two cut ends meet, you may need to just give that a bit of a squish just to get them to come together. You can give that a nice hearty compress between the flat surfaces of your pliers, and then you have your emergency jump ring. So we're going to need 5 jump rings. Again, I would say if you have jump rings in your stash, they will be a little neater than this. I just wanted to show you a nice little emergency jump ring. So when you're making paired earrings like this, you have the opportunity to create 2 that are identical. You can create 2 that are identical opposite. So what we would do is we would have that 2-into-1 connector up at the top. We'd have the beautiful snowflake loop earring finding. It's a stud earring finding complete with a soft back. So jump ring top to the top here, and then jump rings at the top on either sides. And then you can either create that in a mirror, or you can be nice and quirky and mix things up. It's entirely up to you. I think I'm going to go for the quirky side of things and then just add this on. So as I mentioned, the lovely loops that you have on the cup chain connector fit that 18 gauge wire really easily. So let's pop on the beautiful sleigh bell, and if you're a professional, you will use 2 sets of pliers to open and close your jump rings, so that they come together really neatly. So I'm just going to give that a little wiggle, and I take it slightly past where the 2 ends meet and then bring it back again. So even though that's an emergency jump ring, it's a very fine gap which we've closed up by hand to make sure that those things don't come undone. So as I say, you've got lots of wiggle room on playing around with how you want to create these. You've got these absolutely adorable bird charms in the Feathered Friends packet. And then there's so many more things in here that you could choose to work with. You could make your very own little snowman. So we've been working today with the Magical Mystery Bead Box for November 2025 here at Jessie James Beads.